Prince Archie, the firstborn son of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, has made his first public appearance in Cape Town. Now, the family met with Archbishop Desmond Tutu and his daughter. The couple will later visit the Woodstock Exchange, a design-oriented development dedicated to local creative businesses. Yesterday, the royals visited the 225-year-old Awal Mosque in the Boerkaap in the Cape on the country's Heritage Day. Earlier, the couple visited a charity that works with young surfers to provide mental health support. The tour is their first official overseas trip with their son Archie. The royals have 35 engagements planned across their 10 days of their 4-country tour of Africa. Now let's go live to our reporter Ati Tongana, who is in Cape Town. A very good afternoon to you, Ati. Now, you have been tracking the visits of the Duke and Duchess of York, but perhaps let's start here for this afternoon. What exactly is the significance of their trip here, and what do they aim to achieve by their Africa tour?
Well, as you may know, Mpo, that both the Duke and the Duchess of Sussex advocate for human rights, and of course this forms part of the Royal Sussex tour. And if you may know that South Africa and the UK is one of the largest traders, with South Africa coming second. And as you may know, recently the Minister of Trade and Industry, Ibrahim Patel, coming back to South Africa with a 21-long document that was signed, a trade deal that was signed between the UK and South Africa to strengthen South Africa's economy, and also the minister coming out to say that it will create jobs for South Africa. And of course, this particular country is not the only country that the two royals will be visiting. In fact, Prince Harry right now is on his way. I'm sure he's about to get into a flight, and he's leaving to Botswana and Angola. Now, if you may recall that in 1997, that iconic picture that was taken of his mother Diana at the landmines there, which is a project that is going to probably be very close to Prince Harry's heart. So he will be jetting off to Botswana and Angola, as well as Malawi. And then we'll see here at the Woodstock Exchange the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, interacting with young entrepreneurs here. And of course, that moment that a lot of people have been waiting for, and I mean, it's not just South Africans who've been waiting for that moment, it's international media which has made its way into South Africa to come and track the visit of the royals here in South Africa, seeing Prince Archie for the very first time, who actually received a South African name on Monday when they touched down in Nyanga. Of course, that moment we didn't see Archie, but of course Archie got to meet and greet the retired Archbishop Desmond Tutu for the very first time this morning. And of course, that name that was given to Prince Archie by South Africans is Ntsika, which is loosely translated to the pillar, saying that they're looking to Prince Archie when he grows up to be the pillar that will continue to strengthen the ties between Britain and South Africa.
So, Archie, as far as their schedule is concerned now, you did allude to the fact that the Duke is about to leave and head off to other territories on the continent. How has their schedule been so far, and what else is left for them to do on their itinerary while in Cape Town?
Well, today is their last day in Cape Town. They've been here since Monday. I'll take you back to the events that took place this week. So on Monday, they went to Nyanga to engage with the Justice Desk NGO. It's part of the UK's Commonwealth projects that they've been working with from the Queen, saying that they are in support of such organizations. And I must say that their interaction in South Africa has been largely with non-profit, non-governmental organizations. They've been trying to get a sense of how they're trying to deal with issues that are currently plaguing South Africa. Of course, that particular NGO dealing with educating young people from Nyanga about their rights and self-defense in light of all the crimes that are faced by South Africans, particularly young women and children. And then they jetted off to visit so many other places in Cape Town. Boerkaap was one of them, where they visited one of the oldest mosques in the country. So they got to engage with imams there, as well as the residents from Boerkaap, where they actually had an opportunity to go into one of the houses there and were hosted by a family in Boerkaap that made and prepared some biscuits for them and some tea. And of course, the Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry, also having an opportunity to engage with Cape Town's Marine Unit, where they were telling him about illegal poaching and illegal abalone poaching on our waters. So they've had a jam-packed itinerary here in the Western Cape, and of course we know following this engagement by the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, she will then continue to go meet a group of mothers where she'll, as you may know, she's a new mother, and so she has been really advocating for the rights of children as well as women. So she will then, after this Woodstock exchange, get an opportunity to interact with some mothers here in Cape Town, and then she will then leave and go to Johannesburg. And of course, like I said, the Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry, him leaving his family here in South Africa, jetting off to Botswana, Malawi and Angola.
Archie, you've been on the ground, since they arrived, and you've been following them around. You've been seeing the reactions of, not only the officials that they've been meeting, but also general Capetonians. I think when a lot of people see Prince Harry, they think very fondly of Lady Diana, Princess Diana, and what a soft spot the world and South Africans had for her. From your perspective and what you have observed, is there a sense of relevance for a British monarchy? Is there a sense of relevance for the royals coming to South Africa right now?
Well, South Africans have been largely sharing the sentiment around how they don't view this particular visit by the royals in South Africa as significant as it has been put out in the media and obviously in the public eye, saying that South Africa is currently dealing with a lot of issues, and a lot of them also mentioning the colonization and land occupation, and how South Africa is still struggling with that issue, that contentious issue around land. But then, of course, you had a few Capetonians, a few South Africans who were out and about, who actually went to the few various spots that they were able to get to, interacting with them on a very personal level, something that we saw Prince Harry's mother, Princess Diana, do during her trips in Africa. And so a lot of those who are here in Cape Town also not very aware as to where actually they'll be in terms of venues. Of course, that being attributed to security reasons, because even the media in some instances has been told not to announce where they will be and the times due to security reasons. But of course, those who were able to come out and get a glimpse of the royals were very excited. But I think it's very interesting to note, like I said, that the royals have not been really meeting with officials or government officials during their trip. They've really been trying to go out to communities. I mean, it was quite shocking to actually have them in Nyanga, which is dubbed the murder capital in South Africa. They were there meeting with the residents, meeting with the young children there, and of course their body gestures showing that they are very much comfortable with interacting with people, kneeling, making eye contact and listening to each and everyone's story. They don't stop without listening to people's stories whenever they get to interact with them. And so that has just been generally the excitement that we've seen from residents in Cape Town. And of course, what we've heard from that engagement between the Prince and the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, when they were interacting with retired Archbishop Desmond Tutu, they were actually saying to him how warmly they've been received by those who've been coming out to see them, and that they're very excited to be in South Africa. And of course, the Arch saying that they are welcoming them in South Africa and that they're very delighted to have them.
All right, thank you so much. That's our Tim Tongana coming to us live from Cape Town.